All right, welcome to Summer Shape Up. Today we're going to complete day one of our home workout. So the equipment that we need: chair, exercise mat if you have one, and either exercise bands or exercise tubing. So the goal for today's workout is to complete 6 exercises for one set. So I'll go through all 6 today. And to simply complete the workout, we'll complete the entire 6 exercises for a second set, and you'll be good to go. So the first exercise, we're going to strengthen the hamstrings and the glute muscles. Single leg glute bridge. All we need is an exercise mat and a chair. So let's get started. Okay, so setup position, heels on the edge of the chair, my head and lower back starts on the floor, hips and knees bend approximately 90 degrees. So I'm good to go. So simply, we're going to emphasize one leg at a time by simply straightening out one leg and pushing off this leg. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Really think about squeezing the backside muscle of the leg you're pushing with. And the off leg, to really focus on height of your hips. Think about trying to get your foot of the straight leg to touch the ceiling. Okay. Now it's time to switch legs. So you can simply reset if you need to. Hips and knees bend approximately 90 degrees. Lift up as high as you possibly can. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reach up high, 11, 12, 13, 14, hold on for one more, and 15. All right, now the second exercise, we're going to get into the plank to work on the core. So what we'll do, we simply start in all 4 position. I'm first going to set up my core muscles to get started. So I'll rotate my hips posteriorly. At that point, you feel your lower abdominal muscles pretty tight. The next step, I'm going to place my forearms on the floor and try to get them parallel to each other as you can. Now from this position, I'll bring my feet out wider than shoulder width. My abdominal muscles are tight. And we hold this position for 30 to 60 seconds. Also a good tip, you want to think about your chin being almost in between your fists. So your weight is shifted forward. I'll go for about 10 more seconds. Be careful as you fatigue that your hips do not deviate from the start position. So as you fatigue, you may feel your hips getting lower and lower, but really try to prevent that. If you want to add more difficulty in the exercise, you can bring your feet in, narrow your base. You can hold this position as well. Okay, and time. Okay, so that was the plank. Now, the next exercise, we're going to get into the band rows. So we strengthen the back. So what we'll do You can place this band against the leg of a chair or any other object to keep it sturdy. So I'm in a half kneel position, nice upright posture. I'll bring the elbows back. Now make sure the shoulders are down and not being shrugged up against the shoulders. You want to really focus on posture and work the back muscles. Also, good tip, think about the elbows staying close to the side as the shoulders remain down. This will really help get the muscles in between shoulder blades engaged in the movement instead of the muscles around your neck. Give me 3 more. Last one. And perfect. Okay. Now, exercise number 4 to complement the back, we're going to work the chest, secondary muscles, shoulders, and triceps. Now for the push-up, you have the option to do 2. You have the modified push-up, where you have the knees on the floor, and then you also have the full push-up, with your legs off the floor, with your legs remaining straight. So let's start with the modified push-up. Our goal is to get in between 15 and 20 reps on either exercise that you choose. So for the modified push-up, I'm going to start with both knees on the floor, and if you are using a mat, a good tip is to place your hands right outside the edge of the mat. My feet are off the floor, and let's begin. Now, as you descend, your elbows should bend approximately 90 degrees. Your chest is a couple inches off the floor, and then you simply push up. Okay? Now, a good rule of thumb on this exercise, on the push-up, is to always think about your chin in relationship to your hands. So you want to think about your chin being slightly above your thumbs. And you see how I'm putting my weight on my upper body by leaning forward. Okay, we'll do 2 more. Last one. Okay. Now, for the full push-up option, we'll do the same thing as far as the positioning of the hands, but we'll just have our legs straight. So we'll have our hands outside the width of the mat. You can start with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width. I'll squeeze my shoulder blades down on the descend, and then I'll push up. Maybe 2 more. Last one. Okay, good. So that's a full push-up. So very important to choose whichever one that accommodates your fitness level to get your desired reps at 15 to 20 reps. Now, I'm going to go back to the exercise 2. Okay. Now, for the triceps, we're going to get into a tricep extension. So the best view to initially start is to actually see this exercise from the back view. So I'll start with the band right across my ankle, elbows up, and I'll simply straighten out the arms. Okay. And so when you're done, slowly bring the band back down. And that's the tricep extension. Now the last exercise to complement the push, when we get into a pull, bicep curl. So the difference between the first couple weeks and now We simply add more resistance by placing 2 feet on the band. Initially, we started with 1. So we'll start placing 2 feet on the band. The band is right in the center of your feet. And I have a nice grip here. Shoulder blades bent back and down. And now I'll alternate the curl. Okay, the biggest thing on the bicep is to make sure that there's one main joint moving, and that's your elbow. And a good way to kind of think about really isolating the elbow joint and not really getting the shoulder joint involved is to think about bringing the fist toward the shoulder. Okay? You notice the elbows are not flying up as I start with the curl. That'll take the deltoid out of the movement. Okay, we have a few more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. So you can count for a total of 30 reps, and that'll be our 15 reps per arm. So that's the workout for today. So great job. Once again, remember, to complete this entire workout, all you have to do is complete this round another time. That'll be our 2 sets, and then we'll be done.